moments, listen to Mike Shildt's post-game comments. Plus, we'll bring you today's play of the game. From the Padres Radio Network, here's Sam Levitt.
It was a tough Saturday afternoon for the Padres at Wrigley Field in Chicago. Final score at Wrigley, the Cubs 7 and the Padres 1, as the Padres have dropped the opening 2 games of this 3-game series to the Cubs. Sam Levitt with you on our Jamul Casino Resort Padres post-game show. Appreciate you being with us on this Saturday afternoon here in San Diego. Final totals here today for the Cubs: 7 runs, 11 hits, no errors. For the Padres, 1 run, 8 hits and 2 errors. A lot to do on our post-game coverage. We'll hear from Padres manager Mike Shildt. We'll recap this game from start to finish. Full look at the out-of-town scoreboard and much, much more to come. But to recap this one quickly, not quite as close a game really as yesterday, to say the least. Cubs would get out to a 7-0 lead in this game, scoring 2 in the second, 1 in the third, 1 in the fourth inning, and then 3 in the sixth inning on a 3-run home run to jump ahead 7-0. It really has been kind of a role reversal since the Padres have hit the road after what was a perfect 7-0 homestand here at Petco Park. It's been a role reversal because the Cubs have really been the team doing a lot of the things the Padres did during that opening homestand. That is, pitch really well, 2 really good starts for the Cubs so far in this series, playing really good defense. The Cubs certainly doing that. And offensively, the Cubs moving the line, really good at bats, a lot of base traffic, taking advantage of seemingly every mistake and a lot of opportunities. And for the Padres so far in this series, it has just not been that way. It's been a very, very different brand of baseball than what we saw in the opening homestand. Nick Pivetta on the mound today for the Padres was not great. Gave up 3 runs on 6 hits, walked 3 in 3 innings. Cubs really did a good job driving up his pitch count. He threw 76 pitches in just 3 innings of work. Defensively, it was shaky at times for the Padres once again today. That was really what we saw yesterday as well. And offensively, Padres didn't have a ton of opportunities. When they did in this game, when it was still in reach against Matthew Boyd, they were 0 for 4 with runners in scoring position, end up being 1 for 6 with runners in scoring position. The lone run the Padres scoring in this game coming in the 7th inning on a Fernando Tatis Jr. RBI single, and that made it at the time a 7-1 game. So really not too consequential as far as the RBI single for Fernando Tatis Jr. Padres have only scored 2 runs in this series. The starting pitching has been a lot shakier. The bullpen work even has been shakier, especially today. Yesterday it was good. Today, not so much, with Omar Cruz coming in, giving up a couple of runs. Alec Jacob giving up a 3-run home run to Carson Kelly in the 6th inning. So look, overall, it has just not been the same type of baseball that we saw on that opening homestand. The starting pitching, the defense not as good, the offense not as dynamic. Now, if you're tuning in on this Saturday expecting me to say the end of the world is coming because they're now 7-2, I got news for you. I'm not going to say that today. Padres got to get a good night's rest, wake up tomorrow, try to salvage the finale of this 3-game series. And look, there are games, as Jesse and Tony alluded to, there are games and even 2, and way more than that game stretches where you don't play well. And a lot of things don't go your way, and it's not your best couple of days. That will happen certainly over the course of a 162-game season. And the Padres, to their credit, if you just want to look at the first 9 games of the year, they at the very least banked themselves 7 wins. So look, have they had a good couple of days in Chicago? No, they have not played well, really, in any facet. But you look at it, even after a bad couple of days, you're 7-2. So the world is not ending in Padres land, and we'll see if they can bounce back tomorrow. We'll have more on tomorrow's game coming up later, but certainly it has not been the same brand of baseball on the road as we saw at Petco Park during that first homestand. We'll see if they can kind of clean things up tomorrow after what's been a rough and sort of sloppy couple of days in Chicago. When we come back, we have all the radio highlights for you. We'll hear from Padres manager Mike Shildt. We'll dive even deeper into this ball game. Final score, Cubs 7 and the Padres 1. Our Jamul Casino Resort Padres postgame show continues after this on the Padres Radio Network.
Imagine how
Final score in Chicago on this Saturday, Cubs 7 and the Padres 1. Sam Levitt with you in our San Diego studios. A lot to do on our post-game coverage as we welcome you back in to the Jamul Casino Resort post-game show. Hey player, the Jamul Casino Resort is your place with a Lux Hotel Tower opening soon, new dining, and a long list of amazing amenities. You'll have way more ways to play and enjoy all the perks of your casino fun. Jamul Casino Resort, the player's place. Padres have lost the first two games of this series in Chicago. They'll try to salvage the finale of this three-game set tomorrow afternoon. First pitch tomorrow at 11:20 a.m. It'll be left-hander Kyle Hart on the mound for the Padres tomorrow. Much more on that matchup tomorrow coming up a little bit later on. We'll go back to Wrigley Field, hear from Padres manager Mike Shildt in just a few minutes, so stay tuned for that. But first, let's recap this one from the first pitch to the final out.
Which moments determine the outcome of today's game? We'll paint you a picture with our game highlights on the Padres Radio Network.
Our starting pitching matchup today, Matthew Boyd against Nick Pivetta. Both guys dealt with base traffic in the first inning, but both put together scoreless opening frames. Cubs threatened in the bottom half of the second. A single, a walk. There were runners on first and second with two men away for Carson Kelly.
First pitch to the veteran right-hand hitter, lined into left center field. Lockridge on the move, has to play it on a hop. Swanson rounding third, he'll score. The throw comes into third base. It's an RBI single for Carson Kelly, and the Cubs take a 1-0 lead.
The trouble didn't stop there. Pivetta walked Ian Happ to load the bases. He walked Kyle Tucker with the bases loaded to bring in another run. It was 2-0 Chicago. The Cubs would load the bases on another walk, but Pivetta got out of the inning with just the 2 runs given up. A 2-0 Cubs lead as we went to the bottom half of the third. Dansby Swanson dug in.
2-0. Hard hit in the air to deep center field. Jackson Merrill's going back at the wall, looking up, gonna go. Dansby Swanson 2 for 2. Singleton scored last inning. He homers here, and the Cub lead is 3-0.
The Cubs would later load the bases on an error, a bunt single, an infield single, but Pivetta struck out 2 in a row to end the inning and keep it 3-0. That was it for Nick Pivetta today. He went just 3 innings, allowed 3 runs, 6 hits. He walked 3, 76 pitches. Omar Cruz came on for the bottom half of the fourth inning. Cubs scored again on a double, walk, RBI single from Nico Horner. It was 4-0 Chicago. Matt Boyd was a big story today for the Cubbies. 6 scoreless innings. Padres went 0 for 4 with runners in scoring position in that span. So the game was still in reach. Padres had some opportunities to score. They could not find ways to drive in runs. In the bottom half of the 6th inning, Cubs still leading 4-0. Cruz got the first 2 outs, sandwiched between a single. Alec Jacob came in. He walked Matt Shaw to put 2 aboard. That brought up the Cubs catcher. Guess who? Carson Kelly.
Pitch is hit in the air to left field, straight away and deep. Lockridge kind of twisting and turning. He's on the warning track. At the wall, looking up, gonna go. Oh, Carson Kelly, what a start to your Cub career. A 3-run home run here in the 6th inning. And now 7-0 Chicago.
A big day for the Cubs catcher, Carson Kelly. Kelly with 2 hits, the home run, and 4 RBIs on the afternoon. Nate Pearson came on for the Cubs in a 7-0 game. In the 7th inning, he got the first 2 outs, but Brandon Lockridge reached on an infield single. Elias Diaz singled. Fernando Tatis Jr. was next.
Pitch to Tatis, grounded through the right side and a base hit. Lockridge will come in to score. Diaz rumbles up to second base, an RBI single for Fernando. And the Padres are on the board 7-1 here in the 7th.
That's all the Padres got in the 7th inning, and that would be, unfortunately, all the Padres would score in this game. Cubs bullpen did the rest. It was Brad Keller, a scoreless 8th inning, Caleb Thielbar, a scoreless 9th inning. Wandy Peralta did do a good job in the bottom half of the 8th inning, scoreless inning out of the Padres bullpen as he continues his good start, but that was it. Final score, Cubs 7 and the Padres 1. Padres falling behind 7-0. They did score that 1 run in the 7th inning, but that was all here today as the Padres lose a 2nd consecutive game in the Windy City. Let's go back to Wrigley Field and hear some post-game reaction.
Let's pull up a seat in the manager's office and hear from Padres manager Mike Shildt, served up by Sin Lee Food, where fresh meets flavor. Find farm fresh produce, bold Asian spices, and gourmet ingredients at 4665 El Cajon Boulevard. Sin Lee Food, the cook's Asian resource.
Like, what'd you see different in Nick today?
I thought Nick's stuff was good. He just was able to repeat up as many quality. They took a lot of good at bats, and let's start there. They took a lot of good at bats. Their top of the lineup especially doesn't chase out of the zone. Put a lot of tougher at bats on him. Those coming out good. Everything was, but just some close miss, a few walks, and we didn't help him as much uncharacteristically defensively in the fourths. But I thought the stuff was fine.
Conversely, does it seem like they're making kind of every play and you're hitting some balls right at them?
Yeah. I mean, it's we're hitting some balls at people. They're making plays. Their lefty Boyd, he pitched well. Kept us off balance. So it's a combination of things.
With Nick, some of the longer counts, so it sounds like you can kind of attribute that to some of the good at bats that they took. But what was kind of just missing from that put away today?
I think again, like sometimes you got to give credit to the other group. They took some good at bats. I didn't think there was anything necessarily missing from Nick's arsenal. They just spoiled some tough pitches and they got some pitches to handle, and then they didn't help expand the zone and help him out any.
What have you seen from Gurriel's at bats? What's going to kind of take to get him going right now?
Yeah, I mean, it's early. Yuli's a more than professional hitter, has done this a long time. Just getting his timing going. Looks like he's a little jumpy, chasing the ball up a little bit, but he'll settle down. He'll give us good at bats.
Is there anything new with Darvish?
He's playing catch, so that's good. He's playing catch up to. Not sure what he's up to today, but he's recovering well. He's been up to 120 feet consistently, so he seems like he's progressing the way we would like him, and he would like him too.
That was Padres manager Mike Shildt after this 7-1 loss to the Cubs at Wrigley Field today. Sam Levitt back with you inside our San Diego studios. So at the end there, you heard a little update on Yu Darvish. Doesn't sound like really much of an update. He's continuing to play catch. We kind of already knew that he was playing catch, but nothing further there for Mike Shildt. So I'm sure we'll hear updates in the days and weeks to come on Yu, as hopefully he takes additional steps as he works his way back from the elbow inflammation. A couple of things here just to focus on via the box score. Luis Arise, a couple of hits in this game. That was good to see. Really good first at bat of the day. Hopefully it's a sign of Luis coming around and really starting to get going. That would be terrific to see. Yuli Gurriel over 2 today. He's now 1 for, I want to say it's 12 or 13. Let me double check here. 1 for 13 to begin his Padres career. Now, that one hit was a pinch hit RBI single that ended up being a really big hit in a Padres win during the homestand, but it has not been a particularly good start for Yuli Gurriel as far as his offense. Yuli, you would imagine, will sit tomorrow with a right-hander on the mound for the Cubs. It'll be probably Gavin Sheets DHing tomorrow for the Padres. You'd imagine that Jason Hayward will play left field tomorrow, not Brandon Lockridge, again with a right-hander on the mound. And look, there's in these first couple of games, there's been a little bad luck on the Padres side. I mean, there was that ball today, just as an example, the 6th inning, Padres trailing 4-0 at that time, so the game wasn't over, and you had a run around third base, 2 outs, and Jackson Merrill hits a line drive up the middle, hits off Boyd's back, ricochets right to Horner at second base, ends up being a 1-4-3 putout, whereas, if it gets up the middle, goes into center, Padres make it a 4-1 game, get on the board, and all of a sudden you really do have a ball game. So there's been a little bit of that. It's just been sloppier play from the Padres defensively, some mistakes today. You had the Cronenworth error. You had Arise not covering first base. Those 2 errors didn't come back to bite the Padres in a major way. But it's just been across the board, I think, not as sharp as what we saw in the opening homestand. Offensively hasn't been as dynamic. Pitching-wise, starting pitching between Vasquez yesterday, Pivetta today has not been as good as what we saw the final 4 or 5 games of the homestand. And defensively, it has not been as sharp. With all that said, Padres still, through 9 games, sitting at 7-2. If you would have told anybody that at the start of the year, you would have taken it through 9 games. Doesn't mean you're particularly happy with the last 2 games, but if you're the Padres, I think you go out tomorrow, try to win a game in this series, get out of Chicago, head on to Sacramento, and guess what? You win tomorrow, you're 8-2, heading to Sacramento, which I think you'd certainly take. We'll see if they can do that tomorrow. We'll have more on tomorrow's game coming up a little bit later. When we come back, we'll continue to break this one down. If you want to get a phone call in, phone number is always 833-288-0973, 833-288-0973, the phone number to call. Final score, Cubs 7, Padres 1. This is the Padres Radio Network. Padres fall 7-1 to the Chicago Cubs on this Saturday. Sam Levitt back with you on our Jamul Casino Resort Padres postgame show here on the Padres Radio Network. Still a lot to do on our postgame coverage. If you want to get a phone call in, you can at 833-288-0973. React to today's loss. Padres will try to salvage the finale of this three-game series tomorrow at 11:20 a.m. Our pregame start time at 10:20. Tomorrow as well. If you want to get involved on social media, you can do that by finding me on X at Sammy Lev, SAMMYLEV. Instagram DMs open as always. Sammy Lev there too. If you want to comment on YouTube, shout out to everybody watching on YouTube today. You can do that by commenting in the YouTube comment section, and we'll address your comments and concerns throughout the course of our post-game coverage. Let's hear today's catch of the game.
Which defensive play had the biggest impact on today's game?
He is at the wall, leaps up, and he makes the catch.
This is the catch of the game.
We're going to hang a star for Jackson Merrill.
Reeled in by Anthony's Fish Grotto La Mesa, celebrating 80 years of seafood excellence.
On 5 hits, Shildt sends this one in the air the other way to the left field side. Happ dives, and he makes the catch. Oh, what a catch in left field by the Gold Glover, Ian Happ. As fine of the defensive plays we have seen this season, full extension towards the line with just so little room there, and he took away extra bases from Gavin Shildt.
Outstanding catch by Ian Happ. That came in the 7th inning when Gavin Sheets pinch hit for Yuli Gurriel. Great play. Took a base hit away. At the time, 7-0. So, I don't know that's why the Padres lost the game, but it was an outstanding defensive play along the left field line from Ian Happ. Not always our favorite thing to be taking a play from the opposition, but some days a catch is just so good that you got to do it. And that catch by Ian Happ, certainly I thought one of the better catches we've seen in this early part of the season. Taking a look at the Padres bullpen today, a bullpen that has been really, really, really good in the early part of this season, including yesterday. I mean, remember, the Padres bullpen, even though they lost yesterday's game 3-1, the bullpen was really good. Yuki Matsui came in, did allow a couple of inherited runners to score yesterday, but did his job, got a couple of ground balls. His defense did not help him out. You could argue that Yuki should have been out of that inning yesterday with no runs allowed, and the runs were charged against Randy Vasquez. But you look at yesterday, Alec Jacob, inning and 2/3 scoreless. Wandy Peralta, scoreless inning yesterday as well. Bullpen not quite as sharp today. Padres predictably went to Omar Cruz when they were down 3-0. Pivetta only went 3 innings. That's kind of the spot for Omar Cruz as sort of that long man, last man in the bullpen. Hey, you need some innings. You got to have somebody eat him up. And Omar Cruz, you know what? To his credit, effectively did that today. He threw 68 pitches in a relief appearance, 2 2/3 innings. Did allow a run in the 4th inning. One of the runs was charged against him on the Kelly home run in the 6th inning. So his final line, 2 2/3 innings, 2 earned runs given up. Alec Jacob, inning and a third, did give up the home run to Kelly, so he wasn't as good today. But again, second straight day pitching for Alec Jacob. He threw 32 pitches in this game. And Wandy Peralta has been a really, really nice early story for the Padres so far. Scoreless inning yesterday, scoreless inning today. Wandy so far on the year now, 6 appearances, 5 innings and a third. He's only allowed 1 hit, no run. So it has been very good despite losing the last couple of games. A silver lining has been Wandy Peralta continuing to pitch very, very well. When we come back, we'll have a full look at the out-of-town scoreboard. Plus, we'll take your phone calls, 833-288-0973, 833-288-0973. Phone number to call if you want to get involved. Final score, Cubs 7, Padres 1. You're listening to our Jamul Casino Resort Padres postgame show on the Padres Radio Network. Welcome back into the Jamul Casino Resort post-game show, brought to you by the all-new Jamul Casino Resort, the Players' Place. Padres fall 7-1 to the Chicago Cubs on this Saturday afternoon as the Padres have lost the first two games of this series in Chicago. Sam Levitt with you on our post-game coverage here on the Padres Radio Network. We'll have a full look at the out-of-town scoreboard in just a few minutes. We'll have our play of the game and wrap things up, get you ready for the series finale at Wrigley Field tomorrow. But first, let's go to the phones. 833-288-0973, 833-288-0973 is always the phone number to call. Let's lead things off. We go to Chula Vista. It's Scott calling in. Scott, welcome in to the Padres Radio Network. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good today. It's a beautiful day in San Diego,
is.
but it was not a beautiful day in Chicago.
Yeah, no, it was not.
Very interested in how much this cold weather change affects the team. The NFL, we always talk about, cold weather teams and warm weather teams coming to the East Coast.
Yeah.
And, play like crap. And when it's such a sharp decline in every little detail of the game, it just looked like cold shock to me. It's cold, it's wet, it's humid. That's why I live in San Diego.
Well, Scott, look, it's a fair point and appreciate the phone call. I don't think anybody in that clubhouse will use that as an excuse for the last couple of days. And the way they've played, it's been kind of sloppy. Has not been the brand of baseball we saw here at home. Scott, you certainly could be onto something, okay? Playing in the cold weather, playing in a very different environment. Is that part of the reason they've played the way they've played the last couple of days? I think it's pretty possible. I think it might have something to do with it. I don't think anybody would actually say that inside the Padres clubhouse because, look, the bottom line is this. You got to travel around all over the place. You got to play some cold weather games, whether it's early, whether it's late. There are plenty of teams around baseball that have to play in that kind of weather way more often because they're either in the Northeast or they're in the Midwest. So, and a lot of these guys have played on different teams and have played a lot more cold weather games, obviously much colder than what we're accustomed to here in San Diego. So could it be part of it? Could be. I don't think anybody would say that. But it could be a little part of it that, hey, they're playing in the cold weather and, a little bit of a different environment. Certainly from a pitching standpoint, we know it can be very, very different. Your grip on the baseball, the way you have the feel for your pitches, it's coming off your fingers, your hands are cold. It can certainly be a part of it. But again, I don't think anybody would use that as an excuse as to why they've lost the last two games, because the reality is the Cubs are playing in it too. Now, are they more accustomed to it as a team? Of course, but they're playing in it too. So it's part of it. I'm sure it's not the most fun place to play right now in Chicago in early April when the temperature is in the upper 30s to 40s and barely hitting 50. But look, it is what it is. That's baseball, and you have to deal with whatever elements and conditions you're given on any given day. Let's take a full look at the out-of-town scoreboard. Let you know what's going on around the major leagues.
Let's take a trip around the bigs to highlight the scores that matter most with our out-of-town scoreboard. Presented by Jensen Premium Beef Patties. Always a hit for grilling.
We take a look at scores from around the major leagues. We have a few finals already today. Twins 6, Astros 1 in Minnesota. Jose Miranda, 3-run home run in that game for the Twins. Tigers beat the White Sox 7-2 in Detroit. Kerry Carpenter hit a 2-run home run in that game for the Tigers. Plenty of games going on right now. Nationals ahead of the Diamondbacks 4-2 in D.C. in the 7th inning. Dodgers lead the Phillies 3-1 in Philadelphia in the 6th inning. Yankees ahead of the Pirates 8-4 in Pittsburgh in the 6th inning. Cardinals and the Red Sox, they are delayed due to rain at Fenway Park right now, so that one not yet underway. And the Orioles and the Royals in Kansas City, Orioles 6, Royals 1 in the 6th inning in KC. Games still coming up. Rays and the Rangers in Arlington at 4:05. Taj Bradley on the mound for Tampa Bay. Jacob deGrom on the mound for Texas. Blue Jays and the Mets at 4:10 in New York. Chris Bassett on the mound for the Blue Jays. Griffin Canning on the mound for the Mets. Reds and the Brewers in Milwaukee at 4:10. Brady Singer on the mound for Cincinnati. Elvin Rodriguez on the mound for Milwaukee. Marlins and the Braves in Atlanta at 4:15. Cal Quantrill on the mound for Miami. A.J. Smith-Shawver on the mound for Atlanta. A's and the Rockies at 5:10 in Colorado. Mariners and the Giants at 6:05 in San Francisco. A good pitching matchup there. Bryce Miller on the mound for Seattle. Robbie Ray on the mound for San Francisco. And finally, in Anaheim, Guardians and the Angels at 6:40 today. Tanner Bybee on the mound for the Cleveland Guardians. And on the mound for the Angels is Jack Kokonowitz. I think how you pronounce his name. I've never seen his name before. Kochanovicz. Got to be honest, I've never heard of Jack. Sure, he's a nice guy. Got to find out how to pronounce that name. And that's a full look at the out-of-town scoreboard on this Saturday. Hey, you can't expect me to know every guy in every 40-man roster around baseball, how to say their name without having a pronunciation guide in front of me. And that's a tough one. Kochanovicz. I'm going to say it's Kokonowitz, but I could be wrong. Anyway, I apologize to Jack if I'm saying his name wrong. We'll step aside. When we come back, if you want to get a phone call in, 833-288-0973, 833-288-0973. Phone number to call. I'll check my social media as well at Sammy Lev, SAMMYLEV on X and Instagram if you want to get a comment in there, and the YouTube stream as well. You can comment on YouTube. We'll address your comments, questions, and concerns about this 7-1 defeat for the Padres in Chicago today when we come back on the Padres Radio Network.
You're listening to the Jamul Casino Resort.
Our Jamul Casino Resort Padres postgame show continues here on the Padres Radio Network. Sam Levitt with you inside our San Diego studios as we continue to wrap this one up. Final score, Cubs 7 and the Padres 1. We'll hear our play of the game coming up in just a little bit. Phone number to call if you want to get involved. Squeeze in a phone call before we get out of here at 833-288-0973, 833-288-0973. And we'll also preview tomorrow's game, final game of this three-game series in a few minutes as well. One of the things that really I think hurts about this series so far for the Padres, look, as I said in the opening segment and throughout the first few segments of the post game here, is that it just has not been the same brand of baseball we saw during the homestand. Offensively, it's not been nearly as dynamic. Padres have only scored 2 runs in the series, one yesterday, one here today. Defensively, it's been a lot shakier than it was during the homestand. And pitching-wise, especially starting pitching-wise, it's been a lot shakier than what we saw the final 4 or 5 games of the homestand. Now, is it the end of the world? No. They're 7-2. You could win tomorrow, head on to Sacramento, a record of 8-2 through the first 10 games of the year. Nobody is going to complain about that. But with that said, it would be nice tomorrow just to see the Padres play a little bit of a sharper, crisper brand of baseball, because it really hasn't been that way over the course of the first 2 games of the series. Runners in scoring position, again, an issue today for the Padres. They went 0 for 4 with runners in scoring position yesterday. They went just 1 for 6 with runners in scoring position here today. So that's a combined 1 for 10 with RISP in this series. And even today, when it was a little bit of a closer ball game, remember, it was only 3-0 through 3 innings, 4-0 through 4 innings. So it wasn't like it was, getting away that early. 4-0 is a deficit that is surmountable. But you look at it, even early on against Matthew Boyd, Padres didn't take advantage of opportunities. 2 on in the first inning, did not score. They had a 2-out single in the third, didn't get that runner in. They had a leadoff single in the 4th inning, did not score there. They had 2 on to begin the 6th inning. Could not get those runs in. So it's not like the Padres had no opportunities in this game. And a lot of that when it was 2-0, 3-0, 4-0. So it did have the chance to be a very different game. So when you talk about things the Padres could do better tomorrow, executing with runners in scoring position, I think, is certainly one of them. Getting back to that 2-out hitting. Remember, we said in the pregame today, they went 0 for 3 yesterday with runners in scoring position in 2 outs. Padres did have a 2-out hit with a runner in scoring position today. That was the Tatis single in the 7th inning, but we talked about it throughout the homestand. One of the things the Padres did so exceptionally well is that they produced with 2 outs. So getting back to a little bit of that would be nice. The other thing that I do find frustrating about this series so far, beyond what I just talked about, is this. In the pregame the last couple of days, we've talked about 2 of the keys for the Padres being controlling Kyle Tucker and controlling Seiya Suzuki, both of whom came into this series really, really swinging the bat well. And you look at it today, Tucker had a single. Tucker did not have a hit yesterday. Seiya Suzuki had a couple of walks in this game today, had a walk yesterday. So Tucker's got 1 hit, a single. Suzuki's got no hits, but he has walked, and walks were a problem again today. I'll get to that in a second. But you've really done a good job against Tucker and Suzuki, who are leading this offense, and the Cubs have won these 2 games. So, again, that kind of hurts because you've done a nice job against the heart of this order for the Cubs, but still you've lost the first 2 games of this series. I do want to touch on the walks for a second because that was a problem yesterday. And it was a problem here today. Padres walked a combined 8 batters in this game, which is too much. Pivetta issued 3 of them. Cruz issued 3. Jacob issued 1. And looking at it here, out of those 8, 1, 2 of them came in to score today. But certainly there were other examples where the walks ended up extending innings and giving the Cubs more opportunities to score runs. You look at it yesterday as far as the walks, there were 5 by Randy Vasquez, 1 by Alec Jacob, 1 by Wandy Peralta. So it's a combined 16 walks, or was that, combined 15 walks in this series so far. So the walks have been a problem. Look, you could point to a number of different things that have not gone well for the Padres so far at Wrigley Field. And I think, cutting down on walks would be a nice thing to see tomorrow with Kyle Hart on the mound. We'll talk a little bit more about Kyle Hart in just a few minutes. First, let's hear our play of today's game.
The line between winning and losing can be razor thin. Which play was the difference between victory and defeat? This is today's Play of the Game, presented by Bill Howe Plumbing, Heating, and Air.
Pitch is hit in the air to left field, straight away and deep. Lockridge kind of twisting and turning. He's on the warning track at the wall, looking up, gonna go. Oh, Carson Kelly, what a start to your Cub career. A 3-run home run here in the 6th inning. And now 7-0 Chicago.
Carson Kelly, what a day it was for him indeed. The 3-run home run in the 6th inning. Like Jesse said, it made it 7-0. He would have 4 RBIs in this game. Was on base 3 times. RBI single in the 2nd inning as well. So a big day for Carson Kelly, who's had a nice start to his Cubs career. As Jesse alluded to, that was our play of the game. As always, gives us no pleasure to pick an opposition home run for play of the game. But sometimes in a 7-1 game where the Padres lose, it's going to be that way. So Padres fall today 7-1, and the Kelly home run, our play of the game. We'll preview tomorrow's game in just a moment. First, let's pause for station ID on the Padres Radio Network.
KWFN and KWFN HD1 San Diego.
This is Mike Shildt, manager of the San Diego Padres. The Padres play here on 97.3 The Fan.
And Odyssey Sports Station.
Sam Levitt with you on our Jamul Casino Resort Padres post-game show here on the Padres Radio Network. Good to have you with us on what is a very pretty Saturday here in America's finest city. Hope despite the loss, you've had a good day, good Saturday afternoon. Got some errands to run. When I get out of here, head over to PB, drop off my dry cleaning, enjoy the rest of what should be a nice evening here in San Diego, despite the Padres not having a great day in cold, chilly, windy, rainy Chicago. The last couple of days, Friday and Saturday, Padres now dropping 2 in a row. But they will try to bounce back tomorrow against the Chicago Cubs. They hand the ball to left-hander Kyle Hart tomorrow, who was pretty good in his Padres debut against the Guardians earlier this week. 5 innings, 2 earned runs, given up 5 hits. He did allow a couple of solo home runs, but that was okay. Struck out 4, walked 1 in his Padres debut, and it will be Kyle Hart on the mound for the Padres tomorrow against right-hander Ben Brown on the mound for the Chicago Cubs. First pitch tomorrow at 11:20 a.m. Our EcoWater SoCal Padres pregame show will begin at 10:20. So again, Ben Brown for the Cubs, Kyle Hart for the Padres. Pregame coverage tomorrow morning begins at 10:20. Taking a look at the final totals here today for the Padres and the Cubs. For the Chicago Cubs, 7 runs, 11 hits, no errors. They left on 13. For the Padres, 1 run, 8 hits, 2 errors. They left on 7. Winning pitcher in this game, Matthew Boyd, who went 6 scoreless innings. He improves to 1-0. The losing pitcher was Nick Pivetta, who drops to 1-1. Time of game, 2 hours and 47 minutes. And the crowd at Wrigley Field in Chicago on this Saturday, 35,391. Once again, first pitch tomorrow for the series finale at 11:20 a.m. Our pregame coverage begins at 10:20. Until then, for our great studio coordinators, Frank Marchese and Bobby Chardon, I'm Sam Levitt saying so long from inside our San Diego studios. Again, the final score here today, the Chicago Cubs 7 and the San Diego Padres 1. We'll talk to you tomorrow on the Padres Radio Network.